Hi, this is Tim and Shauna from Beastanetics, and in today's video we're going to talk to you about the basic squat. Probably the grandma, granddaddy of all exercise. So fundamental, so effective, and something you want to keep perfecting regardless of age or fitness level. So Shauna's starting from a standing position. You'll notice there is a bench behind her. We'll get to that in a second, but for now, we're just going to show you the basic squat form. So Shauna's feet are roughly hip width. That's a good place to start. Obviously, if you have any discomfort squatting, consider changing your foot position. I don't know if you can see Shauna's feet well there. Her feet are parallel. Toes are straight ahead. Some folks like to turn their hips out, externally rotate, so it'll look a little bit more like a duck at the feet. And if that feels better to you, okay, go for it, right? Always stay away from pain and discomfort. But Shauna's going to go feet parallel. You initiate this movement from your hips. So the hips are going to go back. Right? That means they are flexing. Simultaneously, as the hips flex, the knees flex. The ankles are also going to flex a little bit. And as Shauna descends, so we'll let her go into her full squat, her arms are coming up, which is fine. Some people like to extend them out. That's okay too. Really not a big deal. But you're going to notice her back is just slightly arched. We do not want to round our back. Bad. Okay? Back flat or slightly arched. The depth of your squat is going to depend on two things. One is your mobility, right? Which ties in with flexibility. So can you get your thighs parallel to the ground and still be comfortable? Or are you feeling restrictions? If you're feeling restrictions, just do the best you can. And strength is the other consideration. So the deeper we go, provided we're not using momentum, the stronger you need to be in your quads, hamstrings, glutes. And the muscles on the outside of your hips come into play as well. So if Shauna faces us, what we want to avoid is those knees caving in. Okay, that would be very poor form. As you squat, the knees should track basically over the middle of your feet. So your kneecap is bisecting the foot on each side. Okay, chest is up, head is up. And then the pace is up to you. We don't want to go so fast that we're using momentum. We want the muscles to do the work. So that's excellent form. Now for some people that are just starting, they might want to have a bench behind them as a physical reminder of where to stop the motion. So if Shauna squats down and taps that bench, and in this case, it's a good height for her, reasonable height. Now, if she was 6'9", it would be way too low, and it would be a terrible height. So the bench you use, or the sofa you use, or the bed you use has to be tailored to your height and to your strength and fitness level. So there would be the tap, and she'd come back up. She's not actually sitting and taking a break. It's just because that you could do as well. You could just fall into it and hang there for a second. We don't want to do that. We want to just gently tap, gently brush that bench, and then come right back up. So the modifications on your basic squat would be primarily with the depth. So if you have some restrictions in terms of your flexibility, mobility, and or strength, you would go partial, and as you get stronger, or you might hold onto railing or a wall or some other stable object to help you maintain your balance. You don't want to hold on so tight that the arms are doing all the work. Okay, so there you have it. That's your basic squat. And we'll get into many more variations in succeeding videos. Thanks for joining us, guys. Feel free to hit subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and if you have questions, jot them down in the comments below and we'll get to them as soon as possible. We'll see you next time.